Welcome back to my channel. I have finally got the light over me. I have been fighting with this darn phone for like the past 15 to maybe 45 minutes just to get the lighting. I am doing a questionnaire video. It is a first time question tag. So I'm just going to jump right into it and answer these questions. First tweet. I don't remember my first tweet. I've had so many Twitters and it's ridiculous. My first YouTube video, I lost that like 6 years ago, so I couldn't really tell you. But I believe I used to do little small DIYs of just making bracelets. The first person you subscribe to on YouTube would have to actually be Item Goddess. The first Facebook profile pic, I do not even remember that one, but I do know it was an anime picture. Do you still talk to your first love? He's behind me, snoring like a dog. Okay. What was your first alcoholic drink? My first alcoholic drink had to be when, let's see, it was Mike's Hard Lemonade, and it was tangy. Okay, so my first job, never worked a day in my life. First car, never had a car, ever. Who was the first person to text you today? No one, but I would love to have somebody at least text me. Let's see. Where was I? Oh my gosh, I lost where I was. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? The only thing I thought of this morning, the first thought on my mind this morning was food. It's actually not a person, but it's food. Who was your first teacher? My first teacher, she went by Miss Howard. And where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I went to Tallahassee Regional Airport. From there, I went to Charlotte, North Carolina. From Charlotte, North Carolina, I went to Philadelphia. From Philadelphia was my last plane, and I went to Jersey. I keep losing myself in this. Okay, who was your best friend, your first best friend, and do you still talk? My first best friend is a total bitch, and no, we do not talk at all. We cut ties with each other. I cut ties with the bitch first, and I say she's a bitch because that's what she is, a total stuck-up, snooty bitch. Moving on. Okay, so where was your first sleepover? My first sleepover was with a girl I used to hang out with in middle school. She was a cheerleader, but of course she turned into a bitch too. What was the first thing you do in the morning? Pee, besides open my eyeballs. Okay, got that one out. What was the first concert you ever went to? I saw Sierra way back at Wild Adventures. What was the first broken bone you ever had? First broken bone I ever had would have to be my leg, and I was 7 years old, and it's something I wish to not remember. My first piercing, my ears, I got 2 piercings in each. First foreign country you've gone to? None. Hoping to go to one soon. First movie you remember seeing? The Little Mermaid. When was your first detention? 5th grade. As always, in the middle school where it all began. Okay. Who was your first roommate? I don't have a roommate. I just got Sleepy McDumdum behind me. What is the first thing you do when you get home? Get home from where? Okay, when was your first kiss? My first kiss was in the 9th grade, and it was by a guy named Brendan, who not only was my first kiss, but he also was my first actual boyfriend, who, I might add, was just caught into dating me. So, yeah. Who did you watch first on YouTube? Bub's Beauty, actually, was the very first one I watched. And I think that's about it for all these questions. That was the last one. So, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Don't don't bother me. Subscribe to this channel if you want. I'm not gonna beg, but subscribe to my channel. It would so help me out, and I would thank you so much for it. Comment down below any questions that you have for me. If you want me to answer any questions, just leave them down in the comment bar, and I will answer them in my next questionnaire, which will be soon. Bye.